Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be doing a forecast across the U.S. today. It's been a while since I've done a stream here on my channel, and I thought I'd give it a try and do a stream here. So, welcome everybody to the stream. We're going to just give a forecast across the U.S. In today's stream, it'll probably be just about 30-minute, maybe hour stream. Depends on any questions. So welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome Jay. Welcome Mr. Weather Forecast. I know it's been such a long time since my last stream, so welcome in to today's stream here. Let me make sure everything's working fine, and then we'll get right into things. Okay, yeah, it sounds like stuff's working fine. So let's get into things. So welcome everybody to the stream today. We're going to be talking about the forecast across the U.S., what we can expect. There's a chance of severe weather today that we will have to watch, and I'll show you guys here in just a second. Meanwhile, I haven't been doing way too much, been focusing on school, if you've been wondering where I've been at, and also working on a website that I've been putting a lot of my pictures and stuff, because I take a lot of pictures and stuff of the weather. And I'm going to show you guys that today if you guys want to check it out. I do have a website with a lot of my weather pictures that I take. Been trying to update it, still needs some updating, so I'm probably going to work on that either later today or maybe later on the week, but I have quite a busy week going on for me, so, in the last few weeks have been, so, but if I do stream any more this week, it'd be Monday, Wednesday, probably not Friday, but we'll see. Because I'm busy on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So let's get into the forecast here and start talking about some weather. Okay, here we are looking at the forecast for today. Well, actually looking at the live radar with the forecast from the Storm Prediction Center here. Let's just go through every region here and see what you're seeing at the moment. Okay, so here in the Northwest here, at least the western portion of the Northwest are pretty dry, nothing too much going on. When we get more east, we start to see a little bit more rain shower activity ongoing, so we are seeing that here with maybe some heavy rain showers. Nothing too severe, just regular rain showers moving through, heading toward like Miles City, Glendive, Wolf Point are some areas that are in the path of some of these rain showers moving to the east. So, then we go to the southwest here. We have a little bit of activity going on the eastern side of the southwest. Western side, mainly dry as of now. According to the SPC, or Storm Prediction Center's outlook here, the thunderstorm risk extends all the way over to California here, where you could see potentially a few general thunderstorms that are not expected to be severe. Sometimes you do see a severe thunderstorm warning in some of them, but usually they're typically the regular garden variety thunderstorms. To the east, though, we have a little bit of rain, nothing severe going on, just rain showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder going on, possibly even a little bit of flooding being a possibility across some of the region here. Okay, let's go to the upper Midwest here, see what's going on up here. As I said, some rain showers and thunderstorms going on here in North Dakota. We actually have a few thunderstorms going on with, looks like some lightning potentially in there. So possibly seeing just some rain showers, not severe. So, but later on today we could have the threat of potentially some severe weather being possible across this yellow region. That's where we have a risk of potentially strong to severe thunderstorms being possible. It's going to be mainly scattered, most likely not too intense. It'll probably be more of a scattered in nature threat. So something to watch near Rapid City. We'll go over that here in just a little bit. As of now, though, just rain showers going on in the upper Midwest. You can see most of Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska are mainly dry, as you can see. As we go more into the Central Plains, hello Jay, how are you doing? I do not know Spanish at all, so I'm very sorry. If you could translate that to English, I would be appreciated, because I have no clue what you're saying. So, very sorry about that. I only know English, so. Heading into the Central Plains, we really don't have much going on here. We have maybe a few showers down in Texas, but across the Central Plains here, we don't have much going on at the moment. It's mainly dry at the moment. As you go toward like Denver and stuff, we do have a marginal risk, which we could have a few isolated severe storms being possible later on today. So we will have to watch that threat possibly here. As we go into the southern plains, we do have some rain showers, thunderstorms going on. We kind of mentioned that just a little bit ago. Possibly getting near Amarillo with maybe actually a special weather statement ongoing for the threat of potentially 50 to 55 mile per hour winds being possible with this kind of broken thing of rain and thunderstorms. Really looks like it's trying to get its act together there. So something to watch there near Amarillo, where you could have a little more of a stronger thunderstorm being possible here. As we go across the southeast here, we have a little bit of rain showers, pop-up thunderstorms across portions of Texas. And hopefully you guys are able to see this. I want to make sure, because I know from my end it's a little different. So, but we do have a little bit of pop-up rain showers going on across Texas. Some of this could be isolated. There could be some severe gusts, maybe a little bit of large hail, but nothing too crazy probably out of these showers and thunderstorms ongoing in Texas. We may see some other storms form later today across this dark green and yellow region. We could have some severe weather. We also have, it looks like, a special weather statement in effect just south of Myrtle Beach. So possibly a little more of a stronger thunderstorm possibly there. But overall, nothing too crazy going on. Hello, Storm Chaser 575. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. First time streaming in a while here. So welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great day. But as you can see, we really, not too much going on. Maybe a few pop-up showers, but nothing severe, luckily. And some areas dry across parts of the southeast. As we head more into the more mid-Atlantic region, gosh, I cannot even say that. It's for the most part dry, other than, like I said, down here in the Carolinas, we have a little bit of rain and thunderstorms going on, where we have a severe risk possibly later today. But the rest of the mid-Atlantic right now looks mainly dry. There could be a chance of a thunderstorm or two possibly across parts of this light green region and the general thunderstorms risk, where we could have some thunderstorms being possible. The rest of the mid-Atlantic is supposed to be dry today, and then as we go toward the northeast, as of now, we have actually a few rain and thunderstorms going on across northern Maine and stuff, so we do have some of that going on. Let's see, what did the Storm Chaser say? He said, didn't forget about you, but just couldn't find your channel even though I was subscribed. I was a moderator for the chat, but I guess it got canceled. Also, I'm in the slight risk in Statesboro, Georgia. Also, Jay was in my stream a while ago speaking non-English. Also, would I be able to get moderation again? I actually didn't take away the moderation. Actually, YouTube did, because I actually haven't been streaming or anything in a while. I've been doing a few videos here and there. Like earlier this year, I did a few videos on some my captures I got of the weather, like snowstorms, and then I know I did my mini chases too. I got those out, but I haven't done streams in a while, so I think some new updates with YouTube kind of just took that away. I'm not exactly sure as to why it took away my moderation, because I kind of looked at that yesterday. I was wondering why there was no moderation on there anymore, but so that's why there's no more moderation. So nobody's really moderator other than me on here. So that's part of the reason why. So, but nice to have you back. And we're just kind of talking about the weather. This is my first stream in a while. So welcome back everybody who's joining me today. Glad to see you guys. So, but across the northeast, rain showers going on right now, with some rumbles of thunder being possible across parts of the region here. General thunderstorms risk is put in place because of some thunderstorms being possible Most likely they will not be severe, but maybe a stronger storm or two could be possible out of some of these pop-ups, because it can happen sometimes. But most likely going to be your just regular garden variety thunderstorms here. So that's pretty much what's going on across the United States. Nothing going on in the Ohio Valley right now. Really not even any rain going on. So that's what's going on across the region here. Okay, so let's see what Mr. Weather Forecast say. Oh yes, Jay is speaking Spanish, but the good thing is that I can translate it because I do not speak Spanish. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I have no clue how to speak Spanish. So if you can translate it, I'd be appreciated, but you don't have to. But I have no clue how to speak Spanish at all. Would you be able to get it back? Possibly. We'll see. And maybe later on the stream I'll think about it. I don't want to give moderation back right now, just because it's my first time streaming, and possibly though later on the stream, or maybe later on if I have more streams, I might add you as a moderator again. I'm also not sure how it works. I think they added some new moderation things, and I haven't really looked into those very much. So it possibly might be a later stream, but if you keep joining in on streams, I'll add you back as a moderator, and if I do have streams too. Okay, let's get into our forecast here. Wait a minute here. So I want to switch it up here. Okay. Okay, here we are. We're looking at my actually website here. We're going to start out with this to show you guys. This is my forecast that I've been working on. This is the first time in first website putting my pictures on. I wanted to show you guys it. You guys can check this out by yourselves. This is publicly available. I can put the link in chat if you guys want it. This is my website. I've been working on it quite hard. This is my introduction page if you guys want to check that out. I also have my pictures and stuff in the 2024 albums. It includes rare events like the total solar eclipse that happened. I was actually down in Russellville watching the total solar eclipse. It was so amazing. It was a great event, and I got a few pictures, but they didn't turn out as well as I thought they would. So we also have the May 10th and 11th Northern Lights. Those were epic too. I saw them very faintly with the naked eye, but usually got the better pictures taking a picture with your phone. I had like some sort of night vision thing with the camera or whatever, and it worked pretty well getting those pictures. I can even show you here, if we look here at my Northern Lights. Here are a few I captured with the night mode. Look at that. Look at this first one. That was one of my favorites. Look at that. I just think that's pretty cool. And there was a lot of light pollution in my area too. Mr. Weather Forecast said, oh, alright, so I'm just saying that there will be about 12 inches of rain accumulated in Florida, or something related to that. Interesting. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Because I'm active on Twitter, and I saw there's going to be a lot of moisture across portions of Florida, which will cause lots of heavy rain down there. So that's going to be some heavy rain down there. But yeah, these are my Northern Lights. They were great. I like how this turned out. A lot of these Northern Lights things with the night vision, they were great. I even gave a little bit of a reflection. I did this all yesterday. So if you guys want to go check it out, you guys can. I also have some more photos listed into this Google Photos album with all my pictures that I took of the Northern Lights. So that was some great pictures, I feel like. But then we also have our Weather 2024. This is the album that basically I put all my storm pictures on, like snowstorms, severe thunderstorms. Those are typically the ones that we see. Even sometimes just some cool cloud pictures. I add them all to this album. I actually started this out on my Facebook page. I'm not going to link or anything yet, but I started this out actually on there, and I eventually decided to release it to the public. So this is our weather 2024. You can check out what January, I got all the days of the big events that happened that I took pictures of. And you can check out every month. February, I believe I only had one event. I still got to add some things in here, but these are just some of the things on the website that you can check out. You can even check out our May events. We had a lot of stuff. We even had a tornado that got very close to my region here on May 6th of 2024. That was crazy. I'll even show you here what we saw. It was crazy. And I actually had a concert thing that night at my school, and we got back, and I was getting ready for bed, and then around, 10 or 11 o'clock, we saw a tornado warning get issued, which was crazy. So, I don't know why that didn't go, but here's a picture of it. Look at that. This is, I think, a lowering of some sort. It was weird looking at it outside. I think it was some sort of lowering of some sort. And this was rated, I think, at EF1 or 2 across parts of our region. And this was, like, not that far away from us. Like, not very far. It's like the city right next to us, which is crazy that a tornado actually touched down. I wonder if I was outside a little earlier, I wonder if I would have saw this tornado. So that was crazy, and that was out of a line of storms. That wasn't even a discrete supercell. That was out of a line of storms, QCLS tornadoes, or like a line of tornadoes, spin-ups in the line. So that was crazy. I also got sunsets and stuff. I haven't updated April and May or June yet, so I'm going to get on that hopefully sometime this week or next week. And then I also added this new thing called Weather Highlights, where I'm going to put all my highlights all in all my pictures that I think were good in May. I'm going to put them all in these highlights here. So that's where those will go. Also got some forms for feedback form, viewer submission if you want to send in a picture, some sort. I was thinking about doing an album for viewer submissions, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. Got my accomplishments too, includes actually me being on TV, my local TV station, and then my archived album of the 2023, weather 2023. I just put them in a little photos thing, Google Photos, so if you guys want to check that out, you guys can. This is all on my website. I can link in the chat. I'll actually link in the chat for you guys so you guys can check it out. That's pretty much my website. I think that was pretty cool, and hopefully you guys can check that out if you guys want to. You guys don't have to, of course, no pressure or anything, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's get actually into the forecast. I know I talked a lot about my website, but let's get into the forecast now. So today we have a slight risk of severe weather. If you're not very familiar with the SPC convective outlook categories, there's 5 categories. Marginal is the dark green layer, where basically isolated severe, or well, mainly strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. Usually you don't see very much severe weather activity in those risks, but sometimes you can, and it's very isolated, as said in the risk. Slight risk is the yellow, the second level out of 5, that you see more scattered severe storms, where they're a little more widespread, but they're not very widespread. So sometimes you'll see them, but they sometimes don't even last long either. But we have that in place today also. There's also enhanced risk. That means more numerous storms and potentially more intense and more long track being possible. Moderate is more widespread, but we don't have that either. And more intense storms possible. And then a high risk, very rare, and that's whenever a severe weather outbreak is expected. We don't have that today though. Today we have a level 2 risk of severe weather across portions of the upper Midwest, including areas of Wyoming, mainly eastern Wyoming, northwestern Nebraska, western South Dakota, and southern North Dakota. We have a slight risk of severe weather in effect, where we could see more scattered severe storms being possible. We also have another slight risk across portions of western Texas, where we could see potentially a few scattered severe storms being possible, so we'll have to watch that, but we're not going to be seeing too widespread severe weather. It's going to be mainly scattered, and some of it may weaken before getting to your area. It has happened in my area before. We've been under a slight risk, and it weakened before getting to our area. So, we also have a marginal risk from Texas all the way up to North Dakota and Montana, where we could have more isolated severe weather being possible across the region. We also have another area over here in the southeast of potentially some severe weather. You have a 1 out of 5 marginal risk across portions of South Dakota all the way over to Mississippi, southern Mississippi. And then we have a slight risk, a 2 out of 5, across portions of southeast Georgia and southern South Carolina, where we could have potentially more scattered severe storms being possible. So what are the risks that we could have today with our severe weather? Well, we could have a very isolated tornado risk. It's not going to be very high. It's a 2% risk across portions of the upper Midwest and across portions of the southeast. We could have a little threat of tornadoes. 2% isn't very big, but still, there could be still a tornado risk. 2% is still higher than a 0% chance. This is within 25 miles of a given point, so whatever given point is 2% chance of seeing a tornado in a 25-mile radius. As you can see, across portions of the upper Midwest, that includes areas of eastern Wyoming, northwestern Nebraska, western South Dakota, and southern North Dakota. And then we also have another 2% across southeast Georgia and southern South Carolina. We do have the risk of potentially some isolated tornado threat, but the threat should remain low, maybe a tornado or two, but I'm not expecting a big old tornado outbreak like we saw last week. Was it that Maryland and stuff got a tornado outbreak across? That was in a marginal risk severe weather too. So that tells you that stuff can happen in a marginal risk day. So don't let your guard down. Just make sure you're prepared and have a way to receive alerts if a tornado warning was issued for your region. Because I'm sure no one in Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, that area, Vicinity, God, I can't say that. But they weren't expecting that many tornadoes the other day to happen. There was actually a big tornado that happened that I couldn't even believe on Twitter that I retweeted that happened, that would usually happen in the Central Plains. So it's crazy. 2024 has been crazy weather-wise. I've been watching it on Twitter, but I haven't really done much on YouTube. This is my first time actually doing something on YouTube in the 2024 year here. Okay, the wind risk for today is a 15% chance across the upper Midwest, across areas of eastern Wyoming, northwestern Nebraska, western South Dakota, southern North Dakota, and areas of southeastern Montana here. We also have a risk across portions of Texas, where we could see more of 15% chance of damaging winds. Some gusty winds could be possible across portions of Texas. And then a little bit of winds being possible across Georgia, around southeast Georgia, and southern South Carolina, where we could have scattered, potentially damaging winds being possible. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Most likely, though, won't see 75 or higher, most likely, but we'll see 60-mile-per-hour winds probably today. Very scattered, though, where we see it. And then our large hail threat is a 15% across the same regions, where we could have potentially scattered large hail being possible. Upper Midwest, southern or parts of Texas, and then parts of the southeast, we could have some scattered large hail being possible in those yellow regions. Okay, what can we expect over the next few days? Heading into day 2, we have a marginal risk across the upper Midwest, across portions of Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. We could have an isolated severe weather risk being possible. We also have another 1 out of 5 risk across portions of the southern plains and southwest. It includes around southern Colorado, maybe central Colorado there, eastern portions of New Mexico, and a huge portion of Texas, central and western Texas, where we could have a little bit more isolated severe weather. Overall, the threat probably won't be very big. We may see a slight risk be added possibly in here at some point. Wouldn't be surprised if we would. Right now, though, marginal risk for day 2. The risk possibly being less than 2% chance of tornadoes, and then large hail and damaging wind threat. Then we get into Wednesday. Then we have a slight risk of severe weather. This has been outlined by the Storm Prediction Center for a little while now, for quite a few days, I think around 2 to 3 days. Around this area has been outlined for severe weather, and here on day 3 they expect at least a scattered severe weather threat being possible across portions of the upper Midwest. We have a marginal risk from Minnesota all the way down to Kansas, where we could have potentially some isolated severe weather being possible. Then we have a slight risk across portions of eastern South Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, northern Iowa, central and southern Minnesota, and western Wisconsin, where we could have potentially some scattered severe storms being possible. In later updates, this could upgrade, this could downtrend. Something we're going to have to monitor, but there will be a risk of severe weather. If we look at the probabilistic outlook, they have added a significant risk of severe weather, meaning possibly large hail, maybe 2 inch plus in diameter of hail, potentially maybe damaging winds of 75 miles per hour or more, or maybe a few tornadoes. A strong tornado couldn't be ruled out, but those are all the possibilities of a significant risk. They don't have the exact one outlined here. Probably more of a damaging wind and large hail threat, but we will have to watch the tornado threat over the next few days. Right now, though, significant risk, which means potentially some significant severe weather being possible, though, in that region. And probably that region has the best chance of getting any sort of upgrade, too, if it occurs. Okay, and then our final severe weather risk day is on Thursday, June 13th. We have a 15% risk of severe weather across parts of some of the Central Plains into parts of the Midwest and a little bit of the Ohio Valley. We do have a 15% risk of severe weather, where more scattered severe storms are going to be possible, but it's a little far out to say for sure what's going to happen, so we can't really say the impacts of this, but we're going to have to watch, as we could have some severe thunderstorms with maybe large hail, damaging winds, and we'll have to watch the tornado threat as we get closer. We can't really nail down the threats this far out, but this is where the Storm Prediction Center thinks has the best chance of seeing severe weather here in, I think, 4 days, right? I think. Severe weather. I think this is day 4 outlook, right? So, something to continue to monitor. And then there's no other risks for that far out. We do have fire weather risk on Saturday across portions of Arizona and New Mexico, but other than that, we don't have too much to talk about with the Storm Prediction Center, at least. Okay, let's look at some forecasting data here. And we're going to look at every single region to see what your forecast could be over the next 48 hours, pretty much. And we're going to look at the HRRR to see what it could look like. Right now, it shows thunderstorms going on across the eastern portions of the Northwest. And that is what's going on here. Let me actually switch this to 12Z. But yeah, there is some rain showers and storms going on. Most of the Northwest is fine. As we fast forward in the future, those rain showers and thunderstorms will continue to move east, potentially become more severe and more isolated to scattered, with strong severe storms being possible across Wyoming. Overall, though, the Northwest not seeing too much until maybe here later on. Let's see, when's that around? I'm trying to look here. OZ, which would be, I have it on here. That would be around 7 p.m. So 7 p.m., we're potentially seeing a few showers going on, developing across portions of Montana. And then that kind of weakens. Then we start seeing some other rain and thunderstorms possibly moving in by Tuesday, later, looks like in the day, or maybe in the morning. Some rain showers going on, but overall nothing too heavy with those rain showers, it doesn't look like. Not as much as across of Canada. And then we fast forward, it looks like Canada sees most of the rain and most of the US, or at least Northwest, stay dry across the region, heading in Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story across the Northwest. Okay, let's move on to, if we can do that, across the Southwest. So right now, overall mainly dry, rain showers across portions of Arizona, New Mexico. We have a little bit of rain showers ongoing. Maybe later on today, like I said, a few pop-up thunderstorms could be possible. Mainly garden variety thunderstorms, but there could be a thunderstorm or two that becomes a little more stronger, possibly. So stay tuned to the forecast. And then we watch as later on, it looks like tonight, the storms kind of fizzle out, and we're mainly dry for a little while. We don't see much happen overnight into, it looks like Tuesday morning. And then, yeah, not seeing very much happening until maybe Tuesday night. We may see a few showers. Doesn't look too heavily. Yeah, there's not much going on. After today, it doesn't look like across this region. But today, a few showers or storms could be possible across Nevada, Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming. Okay, let's go on to. Okay. Forgot how you change that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the Midwest. So, as you can see right now, rain showers going on. These will continue to lift north. These over here in Montana will move east. They will continue to move east. You can see later today we'll see some storms pop up across portions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska. Some of these could be strong to severe, but mainly scattered. As we continue on, these storms will continue to progress east with potentially some large hail, damaging winds. A brief tornado or two could be possible with some of these storms. They'll just continue to move east, and by tonight it should weaken into some just rain showers and thunderstorms. These rain showers and thunderstorms will continue to move east, heading into Tuesday morning, even into the afternoon. Some rain showers and storms across portions of Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, it looks like here. And then they just continue to press east. As we head into, it looks like, heading in Tuesday, maybe afternoon, probably, we see some thunderstorms start to develop across portions of Minnesota, Iowa, maybe even Wisconsin. We could see a few thunderstorms being possible. Some of these could be on the stronger side. We do have a marginal risk in place for Tuesday afternoon into the evening. We could see a few stronger storms being possible across this region. We also may have a few showers and storms going on in Nebraska. As we progress later on, we still see some showers, thunderstorms, a few being strong on the stronger side across portions of Iowa, maybe Minnesota, Wisconsin, and then heading into Wednesday night, maybe a few other thunderstorms going on across North Dakota and Minnesota. Okay, let's go to the Central Plains. Get our forecast for the Central Plains here. Let's go to this region. Okay, let's back it up. Okay, some rain showers ongoing, Texas, New Mexico. Possibly severe storms going across the Midwest. As we progress later on in the future, some of these rain showers looks like are going to die out across portions of Nebraska. Most of the rain showers happen across portions of the upper Midwest near Minnesota and Iowa. Most of the Central Plains looks for the most part dry as we head into Tuesday night, maybe Tuesday morning. And then we start to see maybe still a few little rain showers, possibly some maybe pop-up thunderstorms heading into Tuesday afternoon, it looks like. Across portions of Colorado, New Mexico, even areas of Nebraska, maybe a few little pop-ups here in Iowa. As we continue to progress, those thunderstorms continue across areas of Colorado, Utah, or not Utah, sorry, New Mexico, Nebraska, maybe Iowa, possibly a few thunderstorms being possible, and even maybe a little bit of Kansas here. And then we do have a threat for a few strong to severe storms being possible with some of these in Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, and then Iowa and Minnesota could. And then heading into, looks like Tuesday night, we do see a few thunderstorms going on across Kansas. Probably not that severe though. Maybe a strong storm, maybe, but for the most part it should be non-severe. Okay, real quick before we go on, I did see they did just issue a new mesoscale discussion, the SPC just did, for a severe thunderstorm watch likely, so I do want to head to that real quick, and then we'll get right back into our forecast here. They did say severe thunderstorm potential increasing. A watch will likely be needed by 19Z across portions of Georgia and South Carolina. There's an 80% chance of a watch. A watch is likely. So if you're in this region, you do need to watch out for the severe weather threat potential later on today, where we could have a few scattered severe storms being possible across the region here. 80% chance, severe storms capable of producing up to 2-inch in diameter hail and gusts up to 65 are expected to develop over the next 1 to 2 hours. A severe thunderstorm watch is expected by 19Z. So definitely watch that if you're in this blue region. This includes southeastern Georgia and southern South Carolina here. We do have the threat of some severe weather being possible. Okay, let's get back into our forecast here. Just want to real quick briefly talk about that. Let's get into the southern plains here, across the southern plains. And let's go back in time to right now. And okay, there we go. We do have, like I said, rain showers going on. Maybe a little bit of a complex of storms going on across southern Texas. That will, looks like, weaken as we go into the afternoon. We do have some other thunderstorms trying to develop across portions of Texas, New Mexico, even Colorado as we head into this afternoon, where a few could be strong. A little bit of pop-up thunderstorms also in Texas. It looks like near the Dallas region. Possibly seeing a few showers and thunderstorms going on, even down into Mexico, possibly seeing some showers and storms. And we continue into the evening, into the overnight, with a few showers and thunderstorms, maybe a complex of storms across portions of Texas, where we could see a few scattered severe storms being possible. Maybe a little bit of a wind threat, it looks like, across portions of western Texas. Here we also have pop-up thunderstorms across other portions of the southeast. We see a lot of this weekend as we head in overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow looks like some rain showers and storms will be ongoing across Texas here. Maybe a strong storm or two, but for the most part should be remain below severe limits. And then we see more pop-up thunderstorms happen tomorrow across portions of Texas, across portions of Colorado, New Mexico. Something that we usually see during the summer. We see all this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and we see pop-up thunderstorms occur across portions of the southeast, across portions of some of the southwest, like Colorado, New Mexico. It's something we see during the summer usually, and that's what's going to occur tomorrow and today. We're going to see some pop-up thunderstorms where actually some could be strong on the stronger side. It looks like tomorrow across southern Texas, even eastern Texas, some rain showers and storms going on, with also pop-up thunderstorms across New Mexico and Colorado. And as we fast forward in the future, even more thunderstorms continuing into southern Texas, but a lot of it tries to weaken as we head into Tuesday night. Okay, let's move on probably to the Ohio Valley or Midwest. Let's do the Midwest here. So across the Midwest, we're dry. Not seeing much going on most of the day today. As we head into tonight, maybe a few showers occur across, like I said, Minnesota, Iowa. As we progress into tomorrow, during the day, we may see some showers moving into Wisconsin, heading toward Michigan, heading into Michigan, heading into tomorrow night, with a few stray showers or storms going on across Kansas, Iowa, where maybe a strong storm or two could be possible, but mainly below severe limits. And then as we head later on into, looks like Wednesday morning, a few rain showers going on still across Michigan and some rain showers across Illinois ongoing. But overall, most of the region stays dry, especially Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Most of Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, for the most part, is dry. Okay, as we move toward the southeast here, what's going on across there? We do see some shower storms going on right now. We also see quite a bit of rain going on down here in Florida. Something I want people to note: if you're down in Florida, there is the threat of potentially some flash flooding going on. As Jay said in the chat earlier, he said that rain showers, with potentially up to, what was it? He said up to 12 inches of rain. There's going to be a lot of moisture down in Florida, which will cause lots of rainfall down in this region, causing potentially some flash flooding being possible if there's a lot of rain and thunderstorms going on. As we go later in the afternoon, we see a lot of rain and thunderstorms going on across portions of Florida. The good thing is it looks like we may get a little bit of breaks at times possibly, but a lot of rain and thunderstorms with heavy rainfall being a concern possibly with some of these storms. We also have severe storms going on across portions of Georgia and South Carolina, where we could have some scattered strong to severe thunderstorms being possible. Even some other thunderstorms across portions of like Florida, southern Alabama, southern Mississippi, across portions of Louisiana, even parts of Texas, seeing some thunderstorms going on. And then as we head into tonight, we'll start to see some of these storms start to weaken. But as you can note, we still have a few rain showers and looks like strengthening thunderstorms across Florida, and that's going to enhance the threat of flash flooding and heavy rainfall across the region. Because if you look as we head into tomorrow, we see some heavy rain going on across Florida. Look how widespread that is. It's a lot more widespread than today, it looks like, across the region tomorrow, and heading a little more north, just north of Orlando. And then most of the southeast it shows is pretty dry, maybe a little bit of Texas, some rain. But most of Florida is seeing most of the action, at least most of tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Maybe a few other stray pop-ups across portion of Louisiana, even Florida, some pop-up thunderstorms, and still some rain and thunderstorms across southern Florida here. This is going to be a concern of potentially flash flooding. Then heading into Wednesday morning, still some showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be a little less widespread. It looks like heading into Wednesday morning. So if we look at our total accumulated rainfall, look at how much rainfall Florida is expecting here. Let's see, make sure this is working. Okay, it shows up to maybe 7 inches. This may be a little overdone, but up to 7 inches across some regions of southern Florida, and even some more isolated spots of 2 to 3 inches. So we're going to see some heavy rainfall, especially in southern Florida, where, like I said, Jay said that 12 inches of rain is possible. It's because a lot of this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico is causing a lot of this rain to happen across portions of southern Florida. So make sure you are watching that if you're in southern Florida, because there may be the risk of flash flooding. Don't drive on the water-covered roads. Okay, let's move on to the Mid-Atlantic. See here. Also, if you guys have any questions about a location or anything, let me know in the chat. I'll try my best of my ability to answer them as best as I can. You can put a zip code or some sort in the chat, and I can look for your region here and tell you what your forecast is if you guys want me to. So just let me know that if you guys want me to. Okay, let's look at the Mid-Atlantic here. We have some rain shower storms, some severe storms across portions of the southeast. We may see some stray showers or storms across the northeast later today. Overall, looks for the most part dry until we head maybe into tonight. We may have a few stray showers with thunderstorms going on across Virginia, a few of those thunderstorms, but most likely not severe. They're probably just going to be your regular garden variety thunderstorms. They may even weaken before it gets to your area. Then as we progress, we may still see a few showers and storms. It looks like they start to light up a little more heading into Tuesday night, maybe Tuesday morning. A few thunderstorms going on, then they start to weaken a little bit, but still a little bit of showers and storms going on across into Tuesday morning, maybe Tuesday afternoon. Northeast is mainly dry. Then as we head into Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night, we have a few showers and storms start to pop up across portions of North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey. We see some rain and thunderstorms going on. And then it looks like they fizzle out by Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, we're mainly dry, it looks like. So, across a portion of the mid-Atlantic. Okay, let's move to the Northeast, and then we'll see if there's any question or anything. We may check out the Weather Prediction Center's outlook, and then we'll probably end the stream. Okay, Northeast, our final region that we're going to look at today. So, we're seeing some rain showers going on right now. As we progress later on, we may see some showers and thunderstorms continue across portions of Maine. We could see some rain and thunderstorms going on. Some of this could pose a little bit of a flash flood threat if this continues on for a little while. So just watch out for a little bit of isolated pockets of maybe some flash flooding. We also see some isolated stray showers across portions of the Northeast. We start seeing a lot of that widespread rain kind of move out of Maine. Then we may have a few other thunderstorms across Canada, but most of the Northeast, it looks like, stays dry after that. And then we just continue to progress into around Tuesday morning. May have a few thunderstorms going on across New Jersey. Looks like more pop-up thunderstorms will occur later on Tuesday into the afternoon, heading into the evening. A few thunderstorms could occur. Heavy rainfall could be possible, maybe a strong storm or two, but for the most part should stay below severe limits. And then heading into Tuesday night, we start seeing these storms start to weaken here across the region. So that's the forecast for the whole U.S. Let's check out real quick the Weather Prediction Center's outlook. Actually, we can use my Stream Deck here to do that. And guys, if you have any questions about a location or anything, I can give you a personalized forecast. If you guys want me to, just put your code, your zip code or whatever in the live chat, and I will check for you if you need me to check. So this is the excessive rainfall outlook. Basically, this is kind of like the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook, but a bit different. Basically, it's the flash flood threat potentially. And it goes from marginal to high. There's only 4 levels on this scale: marginal, slight, moderate, and high. So marginal means more isolated threat. They're pretty much the same thing as the Storm Prediction Center. Slight risk, scattered threat, flash flooding. Moderate risk, more widespread. And then high risk, very widespread flash flooding. So, and there's a 5% chance, 25 miles at a given point for marginal, 15% chance for a slight risk, 25 miles at a given point, 40% chance for moderate, and a 70% chance for high. So if there's ever a high, you want to take that very seriously because there's a very high chance that you're going to see excessive rainfall. But today we only have marginal risk, which is a 5% chance, 25 miles at a given point, of flash flooding across portions of southern Florida. Here we could have a little bit of flash flooding, mainly isolated today across the region. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if we have a slight risk across this region with what we were looking at a little bit ago with lots of rainfall, widespread rainfall going on. But today, you guys have marginal risk, mostly because they're going to be not widespread. Sometimes you'll get a little break here and there, so that will kind of bring down the flash flooding threat, luckily, across the region. But I do believe heading into tomorrow that we'll have a better chance of flash flooding. Across portions of southern South Carolina, and portions of southeastern Georgia, we have a marginal risk where we could see some isolated flash flooding. That's where we'll also have to watch for the severe weather threat going on. So watch out for a little bit of flash flooding. Don't go onto water-covered roads. We also have a marginal risk from Colorado all the way over to Texas, with some isolated flash flooding being possible. And then up here in the upper Midwest, across border Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and northern Nebraska, a marginal risk of flash flooding where we could see some mainly isolated flash flooding being possible. Day 2, looking at our Day 2 outlook, as I said, there it is, right there. I was right. A slight risk of flash flooding across portions of Florida because it's going to be more widespread heavy rainfall across southern Florida. So that's why they issued a slight risk, which means a 15% chance of flash flooding 25 miles of a given point across southern Florida. So you will have to watch that. There is also a marginal risk, which means a 5% chance of 25 miles of a given point across portions of southern and central and southern Florida. We also have a marginal risk across Texas and Oklahoma too, where we could have some isolated flash flooding, 5% chance, 25 miles of a given point. I'm going to take a second here to blow my nose real quick. I'll turn the audio off so you guys don't have to hear it. Okay, sorry about that. I had to blow my nose real quick. Okay, day 3, we have another slight risk across portions of southern Florida, where we could have more scattered flash flooding being possible again, where we have more widespread rainfall being possible. This is because a lot of the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico across portions of southern Florida. So we will have the threat of a 15% chance, 25 miles of a given point, for flash flooding across southern Florida. So you do need to watch out with a lot of that moisture going on. So we also have a marginal risk across Florida, where we could have more localized, isolated flash flooding being possible across portions of Florida. So, real quick before we end the stream, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I do want to real quick mention there is now another watch likely across portions of the upper Midwest. This includes areas of eastern Wyoming, southeastern Montana, southern North Carolina, mainly southwestern North Carolina, western Dakota. That was my bad. Been a long day. Western portions of South Dakota and northwestern Nebraska. We do have a watch likely. Thunderstorm development is expected across the northern high plains within the next 1 to 2 hours. Watch issuance is likely. This is going to be a threat that we'll have to watch for a few scattered severe storms being possible. Enough for a watch issuance at least. The summary across this watch down here is thunderstorm development along the cold front is anticipated within the next 1 to 2 hours across parts of the northern high plains. Initially, discrete supercells will pose the risk of severe hail, wind, and perhaps a tornado. Risk before eventually upscale growth later this evening. Watch issuance will likely be needed given favorable environment, wind shear, and improving buoyancy. So if you're in this region, you do want to be prepared for potentially some severe storms being possible later on today. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions here. We're going to end the stream probably here in just a few minutes. So let me know if you have any questions. Give you guys a little bit more of a chance. So we're going to real quick look at GR2 Analyst to see what thunderstorms are ongoing right now. We're going to see across portions of the Carolinas, we do have a few, looks like stronger thunderstorms. Nothing severe as of now, but a few stronger thunderstorms ongoing across portions of South Carolina, with maybe a little bit of large hail being possible. If you look at our mean hail size, we see, actually that just grew in the latest update to 0.75 inch hail. That can warrant at least a special weather statement, which is a little higher of a warning. Well, it's not higher than a severe thunderstorm, it's actually lower than that, but it's higher than a general thunderstorm. So it's the first kind of warning you get before you get usually a severe thunderstorm warning, but not always do they get a special weather statement. Sometimes they grow so upscale immediately and cause very large hail, like 1 inch or more, and they just issue a severe thunderstorm warning because it gets strong quick. But this would warrant possibly a special weather statement, but severe thunderstorm warning probably not likely. Wind gusts don't look too high with this storm, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a special weather statement issued on this. and also the threat of potentially some flash flooding being possible with like this thunderstorm here. We also have a thunderstorm up here in Orangeburg, but this is probably the strongest storm out of all of them. Any signs of rotation? I'm not seeing any on the velocity. If we even look at our rotation tracker, we don't see much going on rotation wise. We may have other thunderstorms across portions of Georgia, but yeah. Let's also look across portions. I'm going to real quick look across portions of the high plains around. Look real quick at if we can at least get up there. There we go. Make sure it's working for you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay. Real quick look what's going on up here, and then we'll probably call it a stream. Here at 1 o'clock, we're going to call it a stream, so any other questions, if you want me to check your area for a forecast today or right now, let me know in the chat, and I'm going to be ending the stream here in 4 minutes. Here at 1 o'clock. So, if you do want to look at the forecast for the whole entire region, you can go back in the stream and watch the whole entire stream. If you want to see a forecast for a region, right below me is actually the satellite, so you can see what the satellite looks like right now below me. We do see there is actually a stronger thunderstorm. Look at this. This is actually a little stronger of a thunderstorm here. And the sad thing is, this thunderstorm is kind of in a radar hole. And that's kind of a problem with a lot of storms this year, or at times at least. We do see little radar holes. And when there's a radar hole, that means that they're in between all the different radar sites, where they're very hard to see what's going on inside. And this is one of those radar holes. But we do have a thunderstorm. It looks like trying to strengthen here over the last little while. It looked like it did start the weekend now. But a stronger thunderstorm across portions of, looks like Montana, I think. Yeah, Montana. Where we do have a little stronger thunderstorm. Maybe some damaging winds going on. Possibly some also large hail. And actually, that's weird. I'm actually not able to look at the hail from this radar site. I wonder if that has to do with the radar site. Huh, that's weird. I haven't seen that happen before. Let's look at this radar site, see if we can see the large hail. I'm going to real quick blow my nose again. I'm sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. From this radar site, it looks a lot weaker, but we are able to see the hail, and it doesn't show much hail actually going on. But this radar site's a little more farther away, it looks like. So, but across this region today, we could be seeing the threat of potentially some severe weather being possible, so you do want to stay aware. Like I said, a watch is likely across this region here today, so make sure to be on alert for some severe weather.
Brenton. The current weather is 78 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies
I don't know why my Alexa just
today,
came on, but
you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 82 degrees and a low of 50
okay,
degrees.
let's get to I do want to look at one last thing before we end the stream here, because this just came in from the Storm Prediction Center. Let me move it on over to our browser. Okay, we did just get a new mesoscale discussion of a watch unlikely, but still a 20% chance of a watch, but most likely a watch won't be warranted. It'd be very rare if it did. Where strong to isolated severe thunderstorms producing hail and gusty winds possible through the afternoon. 20% chance of a watch. Summary is strong to isolated severe storms are possible through the afternoon. Strong gusts and marginally severe hail are possible with the strongest storms. So a few strong storms could be possible, but it shouldn't be enough to issue a watch. So we'll see. New MD mesoscale discussion, and I'm in it. Well, be careful today, Storm Chaser. If you're in a discussion area, you need to be on alert and watch out for any severe weather. I'll be right back. Gonna make a video. We'll see. I'm gonna actually be ending the stream here in just a minute or so. So I'm gonna leave here at 1 because I got quite a few things to do. So okay, to end off this stream, I'm going to finally just talk about my webpage one last time. Guys, I worked so hard on this. I'm telling you, I've worked so hard. I've been working quite a bit on this. If you guys want to check it out, I think I put the link in chat, but I'm not exactly sure if I did. I hope so. If you guys want to check out my website, I have it linked. Sorry about that. That was my phone. I have it linked. If you guys want to go check it out, it has all my weather pictures that I've been taking for the last few years. Actually, the last year and this year. Has, like I said, the rare events. So I'd really appreciate if you checked it out. It took a lot of time to do. I'd really appreciate it. We have all sorts of stuff on here, like I said. So go check it out. Even my accomplishments. You can see me on TV on here. Look at me. I'm on TV. First picture. And second time being on TV. And then me being on a Fox 4 weather blog, which I thought was pretty cool. And then another one. And I believe there was actually one other one too, I think. But I'm not for sure on that. But those are my accomplishments. And I'll add more accomplishments as I continue to go along. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any questions. So I'll give you guys an update here. I probably won't be doing a stream tomorrow. Probably. Because I have actually something going on. I got things I'm doing for school. I have to do for school. So I won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to be working on something. Wednesday I may try to do a stream. If you guys are wanting me to do a stream on Wednesday, I might do one. Depends on how much work I have. I'm actually in an astronomy class learning the stars and stuff. So depends on that, because I have to get a lot of work done today and Wednesday, because I got other things going on this week. And then Friday I probably won't do a video of any sort. Just probably won't, or a stream. Maybe a video. I may do some shorts. I'm thinking about doing a little bit of shorts maybe, but it depends on if I have time with all my other stuff going on, because I have quite a bit going on this summer. So yeah, I won't always be able to do streams here. But I want to do a stream and see everybody again here. This will be a video after this. So if you missed anything in the stream, if you wanted to forecast for your area, I forecast every single region of the U.S. in this stream. So you can go back in the stream and watch it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if anybody has any questions, especially about any region, let me know. I'm going to sign off here in like a minute or so. So hopefully you guys are having a great, what is today? Today is Monday. So hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. Like I said, it's going to be a busy week for me. For here. Okay, I haven't seen any other questions here. Make sure that. Okay. I'm not seeing any other questions, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm glad to see you guys all again. First time in a while that I've actually streamed, so it's so glad to be able to see you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your Monday and have a great week if I don't see you anymore this week. And yeah, have a great day, everybody. Hopefully you guys stay cool with the warm temperatures.